Indonesia has signaled that it will not approve the export of renewable electricity to Singapore unless it receives clear reciprocal benefits. In February 2025, Minister of Energy and Mineral Resources, Bahlil Lahadalia, stated that the government would withhold green electricity export permits until Indonesia's economic and energy security concerns were addressed. Singapore, which relies on imported energy due to its limited land and renewable resources, has been working towards securing low-carbon electricity imports as part of its decarbonization strategy. On 5 September 2024, during the Indonesia International Sustainability Forum in Jakarta, Singapore's Energy Market Authority granted conditional licenses for 2 gigawatts of electricity imports from Indonesia and issued conditional approvals for an additional 1.4 gigawatt. According to the EMA, low-carbon electricity imports are part of Singapore's overall efforts to decarbonize the power sector. Initially, Singapore had aimed to import 4 gigawatts by 2035, but this target has now been increased to 6 GW to meet growing demand. Singapore has received over 20 proposals from multiple source countries for electricity imports. Of these, 5 Indonesia-based projects have progressed to receiving conditional licenses, meaning they are in the advanced stages of technical and commercial viability. The 5 projects awarded conditional licenses include Pacific Medco Solar Energy Private Limited, Ardaro Solar International Private Limited, EDP Renewables APAC, Vanda RE Private Limited, and Keppel Energy Private Limited. These companies had previously received conditional approvals in September 2023. Since then, they have conducted marine surveys, feasibility studies, and regulatory assessments to demonstrate their project's viability. The companies plan to begin commercial operations from 2028. Additionally, 2 new projects have been granted conditional approvals to export 1.4 gigawatt of electricity, which are Singa Renewables Private Limited in a joint venture between TotalEnergies and RGE, and Shell Eastern Trading in partnership with Vina Energy. While these approvals are significant, a conditional license does not allow immediate electricity exports. Companies must still fulfill additional obligations before receiving an electricity importer license from EMA, and they must also obtain final approval from the Indonesian government. Despite Singapore's progress in securing agreements, Indonesia has raised concerns over domestic energy security, economic benefits, and resource allocation. The Indonesian government does not want renewable energy exports to undermine domestic clean energy supply and is also seeking fair economic returns from its land and resources. According to Mutia Ustikar of the Institute for Energy Economics and Financial Analysis, Indonesia stands to gain significantly from this deal. Potential benefits include annual foreign exchange earnings of $4.2 billion to $6 billion, tax revenue increases of $210 million to $600 million per year, strengthened renewable energy manufacturing and supply chain industries, and creation of over 80,000 jobs in solar and battery energy storage sectors. However, the Indonesian government wants clear guarantees before approving exports. To ensure equitable benefits, Indonesia could introduce capacity quotas to balance domestic and export needs, special export tariffs reflecting market value and transmission costs, local content requirements to develop domestic manufacturing, a fair distribution of carbon credit benefits between Indonesia and Singapore, and strengthening Indonesia-Singapore energy cooperation. The Memoranda of Understanding signed between Indonesia and Singapore in January 2022, March 2023, and September 2023 highlight a growing commitment to regional energy cooperation. These agreements cover renewable energy investments, cross-border electricity trading, and infrastructure development. According to EMA, Singapore will continue exploring hydrogen, solar, deep geothermal, and nuclear energy as part of its long-term decarbonization strategy. However, electricity imports remain a key pillar in achieving Singapore's net zero ambitions. If an agreement can be reached that satisfies Indonesia's concerns, this deal could set a precedent for cross-border energy trade in Southeast Asia, benefiting both economies and supporting global climate goals.